tell me about those tomatoes. What kind are they?
All right, well, this one right here is a Cherokee purple.
Oh,
And look at
nice.
it's almost as big as my
Wow,
whole palm.
about a pound.
It is.
That's
It
beautiful.
is as big as my palm.
Wow.
We don't have a scale, so that beauty right there, he's gonna become tomato sauce with his friends over here, the black creme.
Ooh, that's a nice color
Unless
too.
we eat this guy tonight.
Ooh, I gotta taste
And
one of
just
those.
now we
What's
picked-
that green one?
The green one is a green zebra,
Green
heirloom
zebra.
tomato.
Wow.
He
Look at
turned
that.
yellow, so I picked him.
Oh my gosh, beautiful.
These are from our cucumber harvest.
Oh, cucumbers from the garden, and then this is going to be our
This is going to
ferment.
be our ferment. When George pours in the nice little pot of apple cider and was it apple
Mulling
cider?
spice,
Mulling spice,
water,
apple
garlic,
cider.
and onions.
Okay, he just told you the recipe. We're going to pour it in there and give it a few days, and we're going to have some
Perfect.
tomato ferments. Every day when I come out into the garden, I am amazed at the growth of these Mountain Magic tomato plants. Our neighbor had strung up this clothesline, and this Mountain Magic is basically going to use the clothesline as a trellis. How exciting is that? We're being quiet because our neighbors are sleeping. So this one has a little fruit right there. And it's going to start working its way up that green trellis. So the trellis they built is working. Here's our little tomato plant. We cannot remember what variety. Gonna give us some beautiful, beautiful fruit. We got peppers coming. Here's another holy basil that I planted about 4 weeks ago. I recall. This tomato plant is surviving. And our neighbor's basil and some more purple basils. We just harvested some calendula petals. We had more flowers, but obviously the season is coming to an end for those, I believe. We harvested some lime basil, some spearmint, and if you look really closely at that tiny little purple flower, let's go look at where I got that from. Okay, that's holy basil. And it's our first time growing holy basil. This is our neighbor's spearmint plant. This is the holy basil plant. And these little purple flowers, if you see, they're falling right off.
I do.
Yeah. So we're going to collect them. And what we're going to do is take all these beautiful petals and flowers and make a tea infusion.
The garden just always gives.
Yeah. And that smells so good. You can eat these fresh right now.
Good thing there's no deer around here.
Yeah. Our week of gardening has brought us many beautiful delights. We harvested a patty pan squash. This is about the 4th or 5th one we've gotten from our patty pan plant. And Cherokee purples, Mountain Magics, black cremes. The very exciting thing about gardening is learning how to evolve with the garden. So when we pick these beautiful tomatoes, we cannot eat all of them at once because then we'll be overwhelmed. So we've learned how to can. Recently, we have a small harvest, so we made 1 jar of a beautiful pasta sauce. In here, we have these fresh Cherokee purples and black cremes. We also put in there some garlic and some lime basil from our garden. A little bit of salt, and we ate part of the sauce the night we first canned it, and we look forward to how good this will taste when the day comes that we open it. It's nice and sealed, and I'm just thrilled to know that we can make more jars of our fresh food. Some of the other items that we canned were our cucumbers. We have these beautiful pickles that we'll be able to enjoy in the future. In there we put anise. I get anise mixed with fennel. This is from the backyard, and it's actually a fennel plant. Fennel, garlic, and some apple cider vinegar. And lastly, I wanted to share with you how I've learned recently how to save seeds. I didn't know about seed saving 10, 20 years ago because I wouldn't slow down enough to want to learn about it. I would simply go to the grocery store, buy whatever was on sale, cut it up, cook it, and throw away anything I didn't need. But today, as an organic gardener, I'm always learning, and YouTube has so many great videos about how to be a better composter, a better gardener, a better observer of Mother Earth. Nature really does teach us everything. In the wild and in nature, nothing goes to waste. Everything is recycled back into the soil, back into the animals. And seed saving is so interesting because if you slow down, the next time you cut open one of your vegetables, let's say you cut open a squash. Let's say you cut open a kabocha squash, which these came from. Really take a look at the seed. You're going to notice that slimy coating that's on all the seeds. That slimy coating is protecting the seed so it can survive and reproduce. So for instance, in the wild, when an animal eats vegetables or fruits, the seed is protected when it goes through the animal's intestines and right out the animal. The seed has a chance now to sprout again. So here, we're giving the seeds a chance, but the way you save them is a little different. You want to take those seeds and put them in a mason jar with water. Let that water start to break down that slimy coating on the seed. It might take a couple days, and then just drain them in a colander. And then what you can do is separate the seeds on a cookie sheet and put them in a window to dry. Take off any of the residue that's on the seed, and then what you get is dry seeds. So these seeds should last for years. And we're looking forward to planting these kabocha squash seeds. Recently, we went to a farmer's market up in Long Beach, Washington. The farmers were from the Yakima Reservation, and the squash that George baked, I can't even describe how good it is. How good it was. This is just a little bit of leftovers we have. I'm going to put in the description all the spices he used when he baked the squash. But I tell you what, it's amazing to just slow down and save your seeds, because you're going to get more of that delicious harvest that you bought at the farmer's market or when you go buy any food. So look for those seeds. These are some honey nut squashes that I saved from the farmer's market last year. I've had all of these in my freezer, and just some other really awesome seed packets that I bought. All these lovely seeds that we had planted, such as our Dr. Witchy's heirloom tomatoes from Baker Creek Seeds. I got a couple left. I can hear them shaking in there. I have another packet of these Kajari melons, and we haven't had a chance to enjoy this yet, but it's coming. And this one is amazing. So every time we eat these beautiful mountain magics, I'm going to try to save the seeds. It's not easy to save these little guys. They're so tiny. Tomato seeds are a lot smaller than squash seeds.